whole bandwidth.
Zdi se mi, da imajo ljudje samo neko točko, čez katero komunicirajo, medtem ko imajo delfini celo valovno širino.
Yeah, telescope. One thing at a time.
Ja,
I'm looking like a human.
teleskop. Je kot človek.
Yes, yes, yes. Now I understand the people in this room.
Aha.
Okay, this is translated. Good.
Aha, to je prebrali, dobro.
Then we try that.
Potem poskusimo sistem delfina.
So, do you feel more understood if I look as a human or as a dolphin?
When you are looking as a human, I have suddenly here a block.
No, ko si gledal kot človek, sem nenadoma začutila neko blokado.
But when you was looking as a dolphin, I had the connection with the universe.
Vendar, ko si gledal kot delfin, sem imela povezavo s svetom, s prostorom.
So what is called a timeline from the human perspective,
No, če rečemo časovna črta iz perspektive človeka,
of a holographic reality is constructed as an illusion, as if there's one picture after the other, and this happened before that, and that's in the future, and this is the line.
v holografskem sistemu si predstavljam, da se ena slika zgodi za drugo in potem si tako sledijo, potem to je ena črta in tako imamo čas.
Creation of the human brain.
Kreacija človeških možganov.
And because people believe in it, we work within that belief system until they get beyond it.
In ker ljudje to verjamejo, delamo s tem sistemom prepričan, preden ga presežejo.
So when it comes to understanding message from animals,
In ko pride do razumevanja sporočil od živali,
if you're asking in sentences,
če sprašujete o stavkih,
the mere structure of a sentence presupposes that there's a cause which creates an effect.
če govorite o stavkih, potem že sama struktura stavkov implicira, da obstaja nek razlog in potem temu sledi posledica.
I mean, that's a usable idea for some purposes.
To je čisto povsem uporabna ideja za določene namene,
Like no gasoline in the car doesn't go.
kot na primer v avtu ni benzina, avto se ne premika.
But it still needs a cause, like you intend to get to your destination.
In še vedno potrebuje razlog, na primer to, da nameravate priti na svoj cilj.
So gasoline makes the car go is a very limited belief.
To, da avto poganja benzin je zelo omejeno prepričanje.
It's worth believing it when the little red dot, the arrow points to the little red dot and you're near a gas station.
No, vredno je to verjeti takrat, kada puščica na metru kaže blizu praznega tanka in ste blizu bencinske črpalke.
Within that context, believe gasoline makes the car go.
Znotraj tega konteksta verjemite v to, da avto poganja benzin.
Yeah, so let's get back to the human brain again now.
Torej, vrnimo se nazaj do človeških možganov sedaj.
So, is it easy to believe in right and wrong, good people, bad people, angels, devils?
Je preprosto verjeti v dobro proti slabem, dobri ljudje proti slabim ljudem, angeli, demoni.
Like, I was nearly thrown out of an NLP training for asking a question that you're not supposed to ask.
Nekoč so me skoraj vrgli iz enega treninga NLP, ko sem vprašal vprašanje, ki ga ne bi smel.
I've asked maybe not more than 10 questions in my entire life in $700,000 worth of trainings.
Ne vem, če sem vprašal več kot 10 vprašanj v svojem celotnem življenju v treningih vrednih $700,000.
The teachers get really upset at the questions.
Zato, kaj ti učitelji postanejo resnično razburjeni ob teh vprašanjih.
So NLP training they're talking about, you have a dominant brain hemisphere.
Pri treningu NLP-ja so govorili o tem, kako imate dominantno polovico možganov.
Oh, please, what about people like me that choose not to have a submissive hemisphere?
In kaj pa ljudje kot sem jaz, ki se odločajo, da ne bojo imeli submisivne, podrejene polovice možganov?
Teacher got real angry, another question like that, and you're out of here. You know, go back to Australia, we don't need you.
In profesor je bil resnično razburjen. Mislim, še eno vprašanje, kot je tako, in podi nazaj v Avstralijo, tebe ne potrebujemo.
I think it was probably his first intelligent question.
Verjetno je bilo to njegovo prvo inteligentno vprašanje, ki ga je dobil.
Oh, really? If you have a dominant brain hemisphere, you must have a submissive brain hemisphere.
Kajti, če imate dominantno nadrejeno polovico možganov, potem boste imeti tudi podrejeno polovico možganov.
Better versus inferior.
Kajti, biti boljši proti manj vrednem.
Isn't this the anatomy of wars between countries?
A ni to tudi anatomija vojn med državami?
Yeah, so maybe we don't need this.
No, morda tega ne potrebujemo.
Yeah, it's a simple question.
Saj je preprosto vprašanje.
Yeah, the most famous international teachers hate these simple questions.
Ja, in najbolj znani mednarodni učitelji so raje taka preprosta vprašanja.
Real upset.
In resnično so žalostni, resnično razbojeni.
Yeah, and the fact that it made him so upset showed to me it was a very important question.
In to, da ga je tako zelo razburilo, mi je prikazalo, da je to zares pomembno vprašanje.
At that time I either had, a high voice like this and a deep one like this, and nothing in between.
V tistem času sem imel ali tak globok glas, ali pa tak res visok glas. Nič vmes.
Yeah, so I learned for the voice to be flexible.
Zato sem se naučil, da mora biti glas prilagodljiv.
Yeah, so you don't have one hemisphere with a high voice, another hemisphere with a low voice.
Tako da nimamo ene polovice za visok glas in ene polovice za nizek glas.
It's not a good way to operate a brain.
Kajti to ni dober način, kako operirati z možgani.
Yeah, so that's something you can learn from Dolphin.
No, to je nekaj, kar se lahko naučite od delfinov.
If you're asking in sentences, in human belief systems,
če sprašujete v stavki znotraj človeškega sistema prepričanj,
there's no way to hear the answer.
Ni nobenega načina, kako bi slišali odgovor.
That's one thing we have drums for.
To je ena stvari, zakaj imamo bobne.
Yeah, the brain shuts up.
Zato, da se možgani ugasnejo.
And it's possible to actually know things.
In potem je možno dejansko vedeti stvari brez mišljenja.
Yeah, so it's just learning to hear the message in different ways.
Mnogi se naučijo preprosto slišati sporočilo na različnih načinih.
A friend in Australia said you can talk to trees, and he said you can't.
Nek prijatelj v Avstraliji je rekel, da lahko se pogovarja, sem mu rekel, da se lahko pogovarja z drevesi, in je rekel, ne moreš.
I said, well, I do.
No, vendar odgovoril sem mu, no, pa jaz se.
He said, all right, he's going to go and talk to a tree to prove that they don't answer back.
No, je rekel, v redu, šel bom do drevesa in se pogovarjal z njem, zato da dokažem, da mi ne bo odvračal.
And he went to the tree and he understood from the tree the whole history of the house we were near.
Šel je do drevesa in od drevesa je razumel celotno zgodovino neke hiše, priblizu katere smo takrat bili.
The tree explained where someone was buried and what shape depression is still in the ground.
Drevo mu je razložilo, kje je bil nekdo pokopan in kakšne oblike vtis še vedno v zemlji tam.
And everything the tree explained was there.
In vse, kar je drevo razložilo, je bilo res tam.